After a 6-week-long dramatic trial, Johnny Depp came out on top in the defamation case he had filed against his ex-wife Amber Heard. The actor won on all 3 accounts and was ecstatic after the verdict was announced. However, it doesn't seem like Amber is very keen on letting the matter go and accepting the jury's verdict after all. But following the recent interview by one of the 7 determining judges, lawyers representing the Aquaman star are now urging her to drop her appetite for more drama and pick an out-of-court settlement. What changed the hearts of Amber's lawyers who previously stated they were appealing? And will the actress accept the advice or hire a new team? Let's find out. After the verdict was read out, Amber Heard took to her Instagram page to express disappointment over the ruling. "The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what his verdict means for other women. It's a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when women who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously," she lamented. She immediately announced through her lawyer, Elaine Bredehoff, that they would be appealing the ruling. That was weeks ago, but now the initially appeal-confident team appears to retract their earlier statements and is now hoping for other means of conflict resolution. Reason being? An interview from one of the 7 jurors appeared to confirm that the evidence that Drive Angry actress presented, when compared head-to-head with what Johnny Depp gave, stands no chance of convincing any court of law. The 7-member jury deliberated for more than 3 days and then found Amber guilty and liable for all 3 counts of defamation against Johnny Depp. There are more than a dozen reasons why Amber should not press on with the appeal. In the ruling, the jury ordered her to pay $15 million in damages, posing financial risks for the 36-year-old actress, according to experts. Although Amber's wealth is unclear, she has earned millions for her work in TV and films such as Aquaman and Aquaman 2. She previously received a $7 million settlement from Depp after their 2016 divorce, which she pledged to donate to charities, including the American Civil Liberties Union. During the trial, she said she hadn't yet fulfilled the pledge because of Depp's lawsuit. But testimony during the trial suggested that the actress's career had stalled due to the legal battle with Depp. That may raise questions about whether her pockets are deep enough to cover the damages, which included $10 million compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages, although the latter was reduced to Virginia's cap of $350,000 on such awards. If the jurors' words are anything to go by, which they should, given he was part of the decision-making bench, an appeal would be a bad idea for Amber. First, it would mean she gathers a new set of evidence, and secondly, she will be required to deposit the money owed to Depp, an amount that her lawyers say she doesn't have. Asked if her client could afford to pay the $10.35 million judgment, Amber's attorney Elaine Bredehoff told the Today Show, and I quote, "Oh no, absolutely not." Elaine, who didn't address her client's financial options in relation to the judgment, also reiterated that Amber plans to appeal the ruling. The lawyer now has the sole task of talking her client out of that idea. Otherwise, both of them will be in hot soup. While Amber can appeal the verdict, she could be required to post a bond for the full $10.35 million judgment, plus interest, as the appeal proceeds, according to legal experts. For an individual who doesn't have the ability to pay the judgment and no ability to post the bond, then there is the real issue if the winning party intends to execute the judgment, one expert explains. By comparison, Depp earned as much as $650 million over one 13-year period, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Even so, a former manager and agent testified during the trial that his spending, such as $300,000 a month on full-time staff, has eroded his wealth over time, so getting an extra $10 million or so from her defined ex-wife would be a plus. If Amber decides against an appeal but doesn't have enough money to pay the judgment, she could end up with her current and future wages garnished, according to experts. On his part, Depp could go after more than her wages. He could also collect what the actress owes by going after her real estate, jewelry, and other valuable items, although some assets, such as retirement accounts, would be protected. The Paranoia star also has the option of filing for bankruptcy, but she may not be able to discharge the $10.35 million in debt through insolvency. That's because of a part of a bankruptcy law that carves out debts stemming from willful and malicious injury by the debtor to another party. To sum it all up, with the juror confirming that Depp was more believable, Amber lacking evidence and now doesn't have the money to settle the judgment, the best route out would be to drop the appeal. Her lawyer should advise her to talk to Depp, who could also decide not to execute the judgment, in effect waiving the monetary damages. In his Instagram comment after the verdict, the Fantastic Beasts star didn't indicate whether he intends to pursue the monetary judgment against his ex-wife. He wrote that the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. He added, "I feel at peace knowing I finally accomplished that." In your opinion, do you think Amber should or should not proceed with the appeal? Let us know in the comments below. In our upcoming videos, we'll be bringing you more of such amazing content. So be sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any of them.